Let's talk about soul contracts. It's one of those phrases that gets thrown around a lot, especially in spiritual circles. People say it with certainty, but rarely explain what it actually means. And the first reaction a lot of people have is, wait, what contract? I don't remember signing anything, and I didn't agree to this mess. And honestly, that's fair. Because if someone told me I signed up to go through some of the hardest moments of my life, I'd want to see the receipts too. But here's the thing: soul contracts aren't signed in ink. They're not written on paper. They're not legal documents with fine print and penalties. They're made of energy and vibration. They're agreements you made before you were born, encoded in your field and activated by resonance, not memory. They're not something you read. They're something that you live through. So let's start out with what soul contracts are not. Okay? Let's clear that up before we dive deeper, because a lot of the confusion starts here. They're not scrolls that you sat down and wrote with a team of spirit lawyers before incarnating, okay? You didn't sign a document with your higher self while angels notarized it, and you're not being punished for forgetting some cosmic line item, okay? The soul doesn't operate on rules and punishment. It works through resonance, through choice, and through evolution. So this isn't about judgment. It's about what your soul came here to experience, what it came here to remember, and what to embody. So, what are soul contracts then? Well, there are different ways to look at them. None are right or wrong, but together they help paint the fuller picture. The first one is the sacred blueprint view. This is probably the most familiar one to people. It says that your soul made key agreements before you incarnated about who you'd meet, what themes you'd explore, and what you'd try to heal or remember. Now, these contracts are made with other souls too. So think, I'll teach you betrayal so you can remember your strength. And then I'll be the one who walks away so you learn how to stand alone. Okay? So if you notice the same types of patterns repeating in your life, the same kind of relationships, the same kind of loss, it's not random. That's a blueprint still playing out. The second one is the holographic mirror view. This perspective says that contracts aren't fixed. Okay? They don't stay the same just because you signed up for something in the beginning. You grow, you shift, you heal, and the contract reflects that. Sometimes a pattern ends not because you escaped it, but because you fulfilled it. So you learn the lesson. The resonance is gone. Contract complete. Other times you rewrite it, like mid-chapter. No permission was needed. Maybe you just needed to. The third one is the energetic encoding view. This one gets a bit more metaphysical, okay? Soul contracts aren't physical objects, okay? They're encoded frequencies stored in your soul field. So think vibration, geometry, color, sound, okay? They're not written in a language. They're felt through experience. Now, in altered states, like in dreams or deep meditation or using plant medicine, some people actually see their contract laid out before them. But what they're seeing isn't the contract itself. It's the soul translating non-physical information into like a visual form that the human mind can process. Your soul speaks in symbols. Your contract lives in frequency. Now, if you ask how it's recorded, well, this is the Akashic view. This is where the Akashic Records come in. A lot of people picture like some cosmic library with books labeled by lifetime or soul or trauma. There's a folder for each. And that image works if that's how your brain processes the idea. But they're not really books. They're fields of encoded intelligence. They're a kind of divine algorithm. You could imagine it maybe like this. The code 100100011? Well, instead of numbers, it's thought, it's intention, it's color, memory. It's a pattern your soul recognizes like muscle memory. The contract isn't somewhere out there. You are the scroll. You emit the terms. And sometimes all it takes is hearing a song, seeing a name, or walking into a place you've never been. and sometimes something in you remembers. That's the contract activating. So, how do these contracts show up in real life? Well, these agreements don't always arrive with ceremony, okay? They sneak in sideways sometimes, and here are a few signs that might help you. Okay, you'll get maybe random flashes of someone you haven't thought of in years. That's often a contract nudging you. Hey, we're not done with this person yet. Okay. Or maybe you'll feel inexplicably drawn to a country or a culture. That may not be a travel whim. It could be a thread from a past life or an energy your soul remembers. You keep seeing repeating number patterns like 144 or 717 or 1111 or 1212 or 420 or 909. These might not just be angel numbers. They can be markers of contract milestones. They can be activations, closures, or soul appointments, being kept. So why don't we remember all this? Well, you don't remember it because you're not supposed to. If you remembered every scene before it happened, you'd try to control the entire thing. You'd analyze the contract instead of living it. Your higher self still holds the full map, but the human you're just walking the trail. And guess what? You're not lost. You're just immersed. And the bottom line, you don't have to go searching for your contract out there. You're already living it. It's not something to decode or figure out. It's something that reveals itself as you become who you came here to be. If your life is shifting hard right now, if old things are falling away and you don't know what's next, you're not doing it wrong. You might just be finishing a chapter, or maybe you're renegotiating the terms. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.